excited. You know why? You guys have keep asking me to do a video or some type of course on teaching phonics, okay? Now, that is a long process, and I don't have time to teach every single thing, but I can teach you how to decode words, okay? Which is kind of the beginnings and basics of phonics, okay? So, before we do that, we need to talk about what a syllable is. I always get a syllable confused. I'm like, is it the sounds in the word? But a syllable is one unit of sound that contains a vowel, all right? So, for example, if I say the word red, that is one syllable. It has one vowel, okay? If I say the word cupcake, that is two syllables, and it has two vowel sounds, all right? So, the reason why syllables are important is because it tells us how to read the words, which is a part of the systematic and explicit process that we want to teach kids how to do. So they're not reading like that, all right? We want them to read nice and smooth, all right? So let's hop right on in, okay? So the first three syllable types are closed, open, and magic E. Magic E is my favorite one because it's like something funky that you have to do each time, okay? So let's hop right on in. The first syllable type, okay? When I am identifying my syllable type, the first thing that I always want to do, I want to identify my vowel. So in this closed syllable, my vowel is A, okay? And if you notice, I have it in a different color, and then I also have that mark up there. I'm not even going to try to fake it act like I know what the mark is called, because that would just be lying. I don't know what it's called, but I do know it represents the short sound, and we'll talk about that in a moment, okay? So the reason why this is a closed syllable is because it has the consonant T behind it, all right? So because it has a consonant behind it, and in this case it has the T behind it, we know that this is a closed syllable. So for example, I could have the syllable cup. I'm going to identify my vowel, which is U. And the consonant letting me know that it is closed is P. All right? Now, so how would I read this syllable? I would go p, at, pat. Notice it made that short sound. All right? Same thing for here. K, up, cup. Try this one yourself. Why is this closed? It is closed because it has the consonant P behind it. So I will read it as t, tip. It's going to make that short sound. Let's move over to the next one. The next one is an open syllable. So it's the reverse of a closed syllable. It does not have the consonant behind it, so therefore it's going to make the long sound. So for example, I'm going to read it as p-a. Pay. All right? Those are really easy. Only thing you just need to make sure is that we tell the kids that that A is going to say its name because it's the long sound. Let's try the next one. Does it have a consonant behind it? Nope. So this vowel is going to say its name. B-I. Bye. And I want you to try this one. How would you read this? You would read it as E-P. All right, let's move to the next one. Magic E is my favorite. I love it. You'll see why in a minute, okay? So magic E is fun because that E is in the back, all right, or at the end of the syllable. So it's going to make this vowel say its name. So watch how I read it. I'm going to go pain. Check this one out. All right, what's my vowel? I. This E is going to make this I say its name, so I'm going to read it as B-I-K, bike. Try this one. Let me think of one fast. Oh, got one. I want you to try it. What's my vowel? This E is silent, so it's going to make this A say its name. So you're going to read it as T-A-M, tame. fourth syllable type is called a vowel team. And it's exactly what that says. It is when two vowels come together and work as a team to make a vowel sound, okay? So let's practice reading these words. Our vowel team here is EA. I have those in two different colors, and I'm going to read it as P, E, P. My next one is OA. I have it in another color, and it says the O sound, the long O. So I'm going to read it as K-O-st, coast. The last one, I want you to try by yourself. It is A-I. How will we read that? We will go pain. All right? Fourth syllable type. Our fifth syllable type is the Bossy R. It tells people what to do, okay? If you notice, I have those in a separate set of colors. So my first Bossy R, and these are not all of them. This is just how many I can fit on the board and how much time I have. I'm going to read it as firm. My next one, E-R, fern. My last one, burn. And we call it bossy because it essentially tells us what sound to make, all right? The next one is consonant LE, okay? And essentially what that means is that we're going to have a consonant here and the LE here. So let's look at that. Humble. What's my consonant here at the end? B. Cable. All right. What's my consonant here? T. Title. All right. Last one, diphthongs. Those are similar to vowel teams, but they are different because they don't necessarily make that long sound. These come together to make a completely new sound, all right? So similar to vowel team, but not necessarily the same because those two vowels, or those two letters, I should say, come together to make a completely different sound, all right? So for example, ow, owl, and out. Pop quiz. All right, we just learned the 7 syllable types. Let's go through and see what these are. All right, first one, pig. That is what? Closed. Next one, co. That is what? Open. It's open because it has no consonant behind it. Next one, turn. What is that one? Bossy R. Babble. What is that one? If you were thinking consonant LE, you are correct. I spelled that all the way wrong. Don't judge. I have terrible spelling, believe it or not. But that says consonant LE. Next one, T. What's my two vowels? EA. So that's going to be vowel team. Draw. My two letters working together are A and W. So that's going to be diphthongs. I'm probably going to spell that wrong too. Oh, nope, I got it right. And our last one, have my silent E in the back, so it's going to make that vowel say its name. So that is pine, which would be magic E. All right, so if you like that, check out my free decoding guide that will walk you through more of a step-by-step process of how when those syllables come together, we can decode them.